fashion she put on for Johnny.
Say it.
Santa Burger Brown.
Need a spot where we can kick it. A spot where we belong. That's just for us.
In this big city, I want them to mention me. Talk your shit, Bree.
Okay, we live. Okay, you guys, we are back here at the Bree Productions podcast. First, thank you guys so much for listening. And we have a special guest today. Her name is Ty Mangum.
Yeah, that's a funny little last night for you.
It's different. But it's unique. Yeah. I would never forget you now.
Oh, thank you.
Ty owns an online boutique, and she is a mother and also an entrepreneur. And today's topic is about juggling entrepreneurship and motherhood. And we are both in the same boat. Yes. I have a 4-year-old. Oh, and yes, he's a Gemini. So
my baby is too.
Whew. So Johnny needs a lot of attention. He loves to play. He always wants company over. Mm-hmm. He always want to be out and about. So I have to maintain that because I want to provide the best childhood I can possibly provide. And I don't want to be that type of parent that say no to everything because I'm feeling lazy or I don't feel like it. Because most of the time when I be like, you know what, let's go ahead and do it, and I'm not in the mood, I end up enjoying myself anyways. Yeah. And plus, I want to create memories with him. I don't want to always be about just work. I got to get this money. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. And I actually asked my Facebook people, what should we talk about on season 3? And I had a lot of women that say, please tell me how to juggle motherhood and entrepreneurship. So let's talk about it.
Yes.
What are the cons? Let's talk about the difficulties of juggling both.
So I like that you want to start with the cons first, because you just get to it. Let's cut the BS. Let's tell me what's difficult about this, sis. And the first thing that's difficult for me is making sure I'm managing my time the most effective way. Ugh. It's so easy to get distracted. And, and I will be the first to admit, Bree, I will get on the internet with the intent to go do some posting and advertising for my brand. Let me post these products. Let me follow this little chart of the best times to post and blah, blah, blah. And then I'll just go down this little rabbit hole of, this funny meme. Yes. Let me repost this. And then I look up, it's 20 minutes done passed and I ain't did nothing I was supposed to be doing on the internet. So one of the goals that I put on my list for 2020 is making sure that social media, it's for fun, but if you want to be a business owner, you need to reprogram your mind.
Yes.
And the sources and tools that you use on a daily basis for entertainment, you need to realize that now these are the most popular platforms for you to advertise your business on.
Absolutely.
So you take social media when you first started social media, however long you've had your Facebook account or Instagram account or whatever, and look at all the enjoyable things that you were doing. And not to say that it still can't be enjoyable, but making sure that you are making the most of your time when you're online. And that is the number one thing that I deal with myself, because sometimes I feel like I got adult ADD, because I'm like, damn, what was I about to do?
It's like 2 hours later, yes. You like, bruh.
And then you be mad. Well, I'll be mad. I don't know about nobody else.
I do too. I'll be mad.
I was supposed to be posting and advertising how these people, I need to be putting it in their face. And here I'm over kikiing and laughing, sis, and emojis and all that, carrying on and dropping gifts. And that's not supposed to be doing, Yeah. So time management is my biggest con for me, just reprogramming your mind that, yes, it's all fun and games, but at the forefront of your mind should be your business and your family all the time, So another con that I would say would be finding that energy. Yes. I seen a post yesterday and it was like, corporate America, such and such and such. You got between the hours of 7 p.m. and 2 a.m. You should be working on your business. And I was like, well, when am I going to sleep?
Exactly.
And then you be on yourself because you like, man,
I'm not doing enough.
Yes. And it's okay to take, when I see anything encouraging self-love and all of that, taking self-care and all of that, that is very important. So finding that balance between self-care and just flat out, you're not motivated, that's a difficult thing for me. Sometimes I'm not feeling motivated. Sometimes I'm tired. And then other times I'm in the back of my mind, like, you can't afford to be tired if this is something that you really want to do, So time management and finding the energy would be one of my top two cons. I would say those are the most difficult things that I do.
I think so too. I think time management is just downright, even if you don't have a kid, it's one of the things that a lot of us struggle with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely a con, and it's even harder as a mother.
Yes.
And energy, yes, tired. like I said, you juggling, trying to provide a childhood experience,
Mm-hmm.
like a whole experience for this child. So your energy can be like draining, like, going to work, taking the kids to school, doing your job, and then coming home and doing homework and cooking dinner. And by the time you get done with that, you don't want to do nothing else. You do want to retreat to social media to laugh and just relax. Like, oh my gosh, you got through that day.
Yes.
I agree with that. I think another thing for me is a lot of one thing that replays in my mind all the time is creating that childhood experience for my son. Like, I don't want to totally be just about entrepreneurship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't want him to come in my room and be like, mommy's working right now. I play with you later.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I definitely deal with at times. Like, especially when I have the energy, I'm like, oh,
let me tackle some of these tasks.
Exactly. And he wants to play Legos. And I'm like, no, we can do that another day. But he got to be in bed by 9:00. So it's like,
I'll give you a prime example. I literally just felt this weekend because I was supposed to go to a event that I reached out to one of my friends, and she put me on the list, and I've been talking about it since Friday. It was for Sunday. It was a day party. We're going to go through this, and then RJ took a sitter. So he had to sitter, Bree, and I'm like, I miss my baby. I'm all out, and it's sunny outside. I should have just got him and took him to the park because he needs to get outside more, So yeah, I totally understand exactly where you're coming from, because even as you're in your mode, you're a mom first.
Yes.
So it's always going to be in the back of your mind. Your kids are always going to be a concern of yours. And even in that moment of me networking, which I should be feeling good about myself because I'm doing things that I said I was going to do on my list, I'm always happy when I complete something on the list, So even in that moment, I still was thinking about him and just feeling bad. Like, I should just leave and go get him and go to the park, And then here comes all the rational, well, you can do that on Monday. You let him go to school for a half a day and then just spend the rest of the day with him, So I understand exactly what you mean when you're saying you want to create and provide a childhood for your children, because it was a lot different when we were growing up.
Exactly. I don't think that's another story. But it's just like, I think about, as adults, people ask you, how was your childhood? Are you close with your mom? Are you close with your parents? And it would definitely kill me if my son say, no, I'm not close to my mom. My childhood was, I didn't really see my mom. She was building a business. Like, I don't have a relationship with my mom.
See what happened, and I'm just, don't quote me on this, y'all. I don't have no statistics or nothing. Okay, but we are not ignorant to the fact that a lot of these billionaires and millionaires, their children are heavily impacted, deeply impacted by the lack of their presence in their family. Mm-hmm. That's how they end up
on drugs.
Yes, because their parents were out conquering the world and not there, so having that balance is important. We've seen several examples and people are always quick to be like, how could that person kill themselves? They had all this money and all this and that woman
and that big old house and cars and clothes and fashion shows and like front row seats to everything and VIP.
It's not all that, imagine being a kid and all of that, yes, it seems from the outside looking in that that's like the ideal childhood to have, but not when you're constantly having things thrown at you and the only thing that you're wanting is your parents' presence in your life, so
their attention, their love, their hugs.
Yes, so I'm right there with you.
So do you think it's possible to juggle both motherhood and entrepreneurship to balance?
You don't got to unless you want unless you want
a serial killer
or negative impact, and then you want to live with the guilt. I mean, I've seen the memes where you wiping away your tears with your $100 bills, but you ain't gonna be able to wipe away the tears of your child committing suicide with them $100 bills, so you got to. People, I think my thing is stop looking at it like it's a choice and know what you got to do and then just do that. Everybody always, it's a choice. Well, when you become an entrepreneur, you have to look at certain things as this is a must versus it's a possibility or I can or I can't do. I have to stay focused. I have to stay on my grind. I have to be there for my kids. I have to set an example for them and show them that Black women run the world. I have to. This is not like an option for me. So looking at it like it's a must instead of a could be, that'll change your perspective too.
I love that you said that.
Yeah.
That actually just changed my perspective. Seriously, because I never looked at it as a must. I guess I did because the way I move, but I also just looked at it like, this is just something that have to happen. Like, it's kind of like I need to stop looking at it as like I'm forced into it, which is, I created this.
Yeah.
Now that you have created this, just execute.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
it's a must.
Drug you into being a business owner.
Exactly.
Nobody twisted your arm to say to you, and that thought didn't come from nowhere either. It was planted in you. A seed was planted in you. It is your job to water it and make sure that it grows. Nobody is going to be responsible for the watering of your seeds, but you. You maintain your own garden. So, yes, changing that. Like, do I need to water this plant? Yeah, unless you want it to die. Yeah, so it's a must. At that point, it's not like, oh well, I can let 2, 3, 4 weeks go before I water it again, and then you're gonna come back to nothing to water. So looking at it like it's a must is instead of an option. And that's all part of, like I was saying, reprogramming your mind. 90% of running a business is reprogramming your mind.
Absolutely.
Because we in adulthood have developed all kind of character flaws and personality traits that we don't want to take into our businesses.
Yeah.
Like I was speaking earlier before we started about, canceling at the last minute and stuff like that. It's okay for you to pick up the phone and be like, hey girl, you invited me to that party, but I'm decided I'm not going to go. You can't move like that in business. You made a commitment. Make sure you do everything that you can to stick to that commitment. And don't be like, oh, well, I can't make it, because now it's impacting your business.
Yeah.
You have to realize everything you're doing now is not just a pushback on you personally, but now it's your business associated with that.
Right.
So you got to change the way you move.
Exactly. Your reputation speaks for you before your work does.
It does. It does.
And that's facts. So have you involved your children in your business some type of way?
No, I tried to. So I have 3 kids, y'all. I have a 17-year-old daughter, a 16-year-old son who just turned 16 like 2 weeks ago. And then I have a 2-year-old. Okay. So
you don't look like you have teenagers.
Yes, honey. And my teenager, she is beautiful. She's gorgeous. And I'm like, come be my model my clothes. I post you on the website. You can share the links with your little friends and be like, hey, y'all, look, boom, I'm on the website. What's up? She don't want to do it. Yeah, she don't want to do it. Maybe she'll come around when she get older, but I was just heartbroken. Like, you don't want to take. But she did help me with like back behind the scenes photo shoots and all this stuff. I was taking some pictures for a Voyage Dallas magazine article that I was going to be featured in. Mm-hmm. And she came along and she helped. And she was like, Mom, this is hard work. I'm like, yeah, because you got to stand here and help me change into these clothes in the car and all that, So she got a glimpse of what I do. But as far as being able to incorporate her, she was not trying to be on the model-ish. So I ain't going to force her, I just hope. And my son, He like so quiet.
Oh.
Yeah, in his own zone. And then RJ, I mean, I was
Is that your Gemini? The 2-year-old?
Yes.
Oh.
He just be all over the place. I had considered eventually doing kids. So maybe later on I might be able to incorporate him. But yes, girl, I'm always looking for some ways to incorporate people that I'm around. You know,
absolutely.
You around me. Let's put you to work, you know, because you're gonna want to be around me to eat. So let's work. So
exactly.
We can eat, you know.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
I think it's important to like, not only does it show your kids how to have a work ethic, but it's also like involving them. Like they see that it takes a lot of work and dedication to get what they want.
Yeah.
Seriously, because if we just telling them
or just constantly giving. My daughter texted me today.
Oh yeah, that's true.
She sent me a screenshot and she said, "Mama, can we recreate this?" And in the message, it was a message from some little girl's mom. She was like, "I'm depositing $3,500 into your account for the BTS concert." I was like, "What? You talking about, can we recreate this?"
I'm thinking you gonna say an art project or a dress or something.
No.
She said, "Can we recreate this?"
Yes. I'm like, "No, ma'am, no."
She want $3,500.
$3,500. You gotta go do 35 jobs at $100 a piece.
Well, she can sell 35 orders.
Yes. That's when I'm like, send this to your friends. Y'all want to be all on the internet ordering stuff. No hate or no diss or nothing to nobody that's shopping Fashion Nova, but send my link. Okay.
Exactly.
myccstyle.com. Go look. Honey.
And you're going to get it faster because everybody always complain about Fashion Nova, but that's another situation. Yes. Okay, you guys, we're going to take a quick break and give a shout out to our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Here's 5 reasons to start your podcast with Anchor. Number 1, it's free. Number 2, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Number 3, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. Number 4, you can make money from your podcast with no pressure. Number 5 is everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Just think of a one-stop shop. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's ANCHOR.FM to get started. I cannot wait to listen to your podcast. Make sure you tag me. Bring More Productions. Peace. Okay, you guys, we are back. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Bree More Productions podcast. And today we are here speaking with Ty about motherhood and entrepreneurship. And we just pretty much laid out some of the cons that we feel that can bother us when it comes to juggling both motherhood and entrepreneurship. And now we're going to list out the solutions. Like, how can we overcome being overwhelmed with juggling kids and entrepreneurship? So I think what a lot of women, okay, this is my situation. So I co-parent. His dad get him for a week and I get him for a week. So we like,
that's lovely.
It's very lovely. Very. So the week that I don't have my son is the week that I book every single day. Every single day. Yes. I'm here from 9 a.m. until you be like, Bree, I can pull up at 9 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, I'll wait for you, you know, because I know I don't have to be at home. I don't have to like get ready for the next morning. I don't have to fix dinner. So if you do have that luxury of co-parenting or, you know, getting a break from your children, you definitely need to take advantage of every single moment. Yeah. So even if you just get help like from Friday to Sunday, that's the moment to go to those networking events. That's the moment to create your weekly plan. That's the moment to also create your graphics for your social media. So the week that's following up, you're not like scrambling all over the place. It's kind of like something similar to meal prepping.
Yeah.
It's business prepping.
Yes. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I believe in that. It works.
You need to coin that.
Yeah.
Coin that, sis.
Okay, man.
Yes. Business prep. Come on.
Okay, business
I like
prep.
that. I like that. I really do, because that's exactly what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I have a great support system in my parents and my man. Shout out to Boo. Okay?
Shout out to Boo.
Yes, y'all, sis, y'all can be out here just kicking it and hanging. If dude can't help you get focused and stay focused and remind you of what you got going on, you can't talk to him about what you're trying to do and he encouraged you in some type of way, or you got people around you that all they want to do is kick it and hang out and but nobody has the energy for focusing and getting you back in line when you get a little bit out of line. Then those are the people that you need to eliminate from your life, because having a support system is
key,
important.
Yes,
it's vital.
Yes,
it's vital. And I know a lot of people out here I'll cut y'all quick and When you in business, you cannot have that mentality, so to speak. You it's one thing for you to be like that in your personal life, but you are going to need people when you are trying to work in business. Yes, you feel like you can conquer the world and you can do it by yourself. And no, I'm not telling you to kiss nobody's ass for their help, but just realize that you are going to have to reach out to people in order to get where you're trying to be. And you're going to have to surround yourself with people that can point you in the right direction. Even if they don't provide the resource for you, they can get you connected to the person that can.
Yeah.
You need to make sure that going forward, any person that's putting your phone is somebody that's either encouraging you or contributing, pouring into your life, and you're pouring into theirs in some type of way. I have a great babysitter, Mecca White. Shout out to Mecca. She's my family, and she will watch my kid Friday through Sunday. If I leave them over, if I want them to stay for a week, she'll watch me. If I'm going on a vacation, she'll watch me. If I'm going to a networking event, she'll watch me. She got reasonable prices, and she's a friend of the family. And they treat my kid like he's theirs, mama there and everything, so that support system is vital, because yes, you are a mom. And one of the ways to get things done without neglecting your children is to make sure that you have that support system, And then the business prep, yes, making sure that you are researching resources that are making it easier for you to get your goals accomplished. Those apps, it's an app for everything now.
Absolutely.
So it's apps that will automatically post your posts for you. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to do that, So taking advantage of that. So that way you don't even pick up the phone and open up your social media and get distracted, because you already have your stuff set up to post automatically at this time of the day, at that time of the day. You've already picked the picture and the caption and all that stuff. Making sure that you're just taking advantage of the resources that you have that makes your life easier.
Yes.
And like I said, realizing that you cannot do it alone. You can't.
Yes.
I know women in general, not just Black women, but Black women especially, we super moms.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, you ask for some help, and then 5 minutes later, I just do it myself.
Exactly. Like if somebody say, "Oh, I'm not available, but I might be available this day," and you catch an attitude with them, that's not going to benefit you in the long run. And also give thanks, like just saying a simple thank you.
Thank you. Even
that
if
means
you
a lot.
Get the response that you want. Thank you for your time. Thank you for responding. Because you're now setting that good business.
That relationship.
So
you're maintaining that relationship.
They'll be like, what, this person was polite. I consider doing business with them. You coming through all bitchy in the message. They don't have no reason to do no business with you, and now you've just cut that bridge before you even got a chance to step foot on it. And you don't know where that bridge was going to lead you to.
Yeah.
So just being mindful of all those things.
And another thing that I've learned is, especially when it's dealing with your babysitter, is like when you say you're gonna pick up your child at a certain time, you need to be there at that time, because that person probably got something else to do, or they have already registered in their mind, okay, this baby is gonna be gone at this time. This is my time to relax, kick my feet up, eat my popcorn, watch my Netflix.
Right.
But that's how you got to make sure when you do, like if you do have a support system, and I hope you do, I hope everyone have a support system that's listening, you got to really like feed that relationship.
Yes.
You can't be the only person being fed.
Right. That's what I was just talking about. Like mutually beneficial relationships. As a business owner, that is key, because you can't always have your hand out somewhere. Where are you pouring into? What are you putting out? Because what you're putting out is what you're going to get back.
Exactly.
If you always putting out greedy roaching and hand out, then that's what's going to come back to you. That hand going to come right back to you with it out and open. And you're going to be like, wow, everybody always wants something. People always got their hand out. But you ain't even stop and look in the mirror that you're one of those people that always got your hand out. You know, so just remembering what you put out into the universe, what you put into the ether. Like
that's real talk.
Like Key and Peele. What you put into the ether is what you getting back. You know? So you putting out positivity, you pouring into each other, you being available for somebody, whatever resources that you can provide to people. People hit my inbox all the time and ask me, Bree, and they be like, hey, I'm trying to get this started, da 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 da. And I be like so honored.
Yes, like, thank you. Yeah.
And it's something that you see and you think that I'm doing. I'm honored at that, you know. But don't be full of yourself like, oh, I can't help you, sis. You got to get it like how I get it. No, that's not how you do that. Because you would want somebody to open up to you. And I'm not saying you got to give the whole cow, you know, but show her where she can get on the cow.
Give them a glass of milk so they can get that cow later on. Another thing, I love the fact that you said there's an app for everything. So for those that don't have the support system that we have, because there are some mothers out there that are literally on their own, right? So really take advantage of nap time and bedtime. And now that my baby is 4, I take advantage of bath time, because he's going to be in there splashing the water for a good 20 minutes. And while he's in there, I'm creating posts. That's good. You need to like learn how to, I like the automatic post. I'm starting to use that now because I forget as well. Like, I love the fact that I can get on social media and just kiki and, you know, comment on other people's stuff. And while I'm doing this,
your business still going on in the
background. Business is still going in the background. So sometimes you have to invest in that $9, $10 a month.
Right.
To get that type.
You have to spend a little money to make some money.
Absolutely. Please.
I feel like another thing that you can do as a mom, and, you know, all these kids have all these gadgets and all that, you know, set it up to where it's a fun game. Like you said, the nap time app, the bedtime app. If your kid has a iPad or whatever, download it on there and be like, oh, look, it's time for you to take a nap. Oh, look, it's time for you to take a bath, you know, so they'll be excited about following a schedule and you won't have to fight and struggle with them so much.
Yeah.
Because kids love structure.
Yeah.
They just don't know it. Yeah. They do. When they go to school and stuff, they love structure and being able to know they're going to do this at this time each day. So getting them excited about these things, so it won't be like pulling teeth for you to do these things, and you can take that little time to take a breather or whatever it is, but it's just making your life easier.
That's facts. So calendars are important. Routines are important. Let's talk about how can people draw energy. I would personally say you need your sleep. I don't think the sleep is for the dead, because them motherfuckers ain't waking up. So the sleep is definitely for the living. It's definitely for you to sleep. So if you are juggling not only entrepreneurship, but also a 9-to-5 and motherhood, I would say at least give your business 2 hours. Like if your baby have to be in bed by 9 o'clock,
you got till
11. Give yourself 2 hours.
11, 12, 1 o'clock.
Exactly.
Anyway. So it's not unheard of. It's not uncommon. I'm telling you how the human mind thinks. As soon as you got to sit down and do something that you don't feel like you necessarily want to do, that's when sleep is going to come out of nowhere. And, oh, my God, you're so tired. You got to push that out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately your mind is what's going to control your body.
Right.
If you got control of your mind and tell yourself you're not tired, you got to do this. Walk yourself through this. Whatever you got to put on. If you got to put on some Young Nation, put it on. And work, don't stop. Okay?
Yeah.
Put it on.
Yes.
Okay? You just gonna have to push your way through it, and then guess what? Your body is it's going to make it through. And when you get done, you're going to have the best sleep of your life
Mhm.
because you're going to be able to sleep, rest, knowing, oh, you know what? I accomplished so much today. My baby in bed. Today was a good day. And you're going to go to sleep like that, you know, versus sitting in the bed with the phone, light blaring in your face. You in complete darkness, just scrolling through Facebook. You still up at 1 o'clock and you didn't do nothing that you was supposed to do for this business.
Exactly.
You know, so just pushing.
Set a timer.
Your mind. Yes.
Yes, set a timer. Like 9 o'clock. Okay, baby in bed. I give myself 2 hours to do my research, send out emails or schedule emails. You can also schedule emails as well. Just do something towards your business every day. When I was working at my 9 to 5,
I just got out for work, y'all. And I'm still working. See that?
My coworkers were like my ex-coworkers. I had my one of my ex-coworkers come in and on one of my posts on Facebook today, and she was like, I remember you preparing for moments like this, you know, like drawing and sketching and doing fashion related things at work. Every time we got a break, I was, this is my time. Because I know I ain't going to be here forever.
Right.
Let me do some research. Let me print this off. It's a free printer in the business center. I really took full advantage of my 9 to 5, like full advantage.
I'm glad that you brought that up because what better way to play the system than to be getting paid to be working on your own stuff. You on the clock.
Preach.
You getting paid. Now, I ain't saying y'all neglect your
don't do that. No.
Now. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Because we need that coin. Okay,
yes.
Keep the coin.
Yes.
But just get your work done. When you get into work, get your work done. Cut out it. Talking and playing and all that stuff out. Get your work done so that you can have this time set it to the side to focus on research. And ain't nobody tripping off you over here searching the internet because you have got your work done. You know, I do that all the time at work. I will take a moment. I'll get my work done, get my queue cleared, and then now I'm scouring for product. You know, I'm going through the vendors to see what product I want to add into my Shopify account, you know, or I'm researching trends I'm just making sure because I'm going to get that paper. And what better way than to get paid to be working on my own stuff? So I walk out of work feeling good because I'm like, y'all just paid me to get me on the track to where I'm trying to do where I can pay myself.
Yes.
So thank you for your contribution.
Yes. And it's definitely possible to do so. Absolutely.
It is.
So really take advantage. I was doing the same thing. Like literally, it got to the point. I was working at a hotel and my very first model casting calls was at that hotel.
That's amazing.
I'm like, we're going to take full advantage.
Yeah.
I had my meetings up there. I had the casting calls up there. I was just doing all different types of shit. Every time they gave me a green light, I was like, okay.
Thanks.
And now I don't work up there, but now every time, you know, I catch a flight, I park my my vehicle and they'll take me to the airport for free. So I don't have to park at the airport.
That's what I was saying about them bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did what you were supposed to do. You stayed on top of your stuff. So they had no choice but to respect you. They respected your work that you brought. You didn't go in there and their work did not suffer at the expense of you.
Yes.
So that's how you work that. You can't let your other work suffer at the expense of you trying to chase your dream. And that's just how you do that. So that's a prime example of how you do that.
Yes.
And now these people have the utmost respect for you and your brand.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Thank you. Before we wrap it up, another thing that I would like to say is involve your children as much as you can. I know, and I actually did a podcast episode with Ajani.
Really? I bet this is really cute. I need to find it and listen to it.
It's called Include Your Children. And at first, I had the hardest time with bringing him like with me because I felt like he was going to be in the way and I'm like, how I'm going to juggle work and do this. But I've learned to make it into a game for him.
Yeah.
So Ajani have been on set for photo shoots. He's been at the fashion shows. He have even recorded a podcast with me. So now he know how to act in those type of environments. Because if we don't put them in that environment, they never know how to act.
Right.
So when it gets down to the point where you don't have a babysitter, you like, okay, well, you coming with me. It's not a hassle for
what time it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. You know, push yourself to actually bring your child with you so that child can see this is a very important time. Mommy is working. Let me, do something.
Right.
Let me
not give her such a hard
exactly.
time.
And I would be over here on my laptop, and Johnny would have his little play laptop, and he'll think he be doing something. I would have my pencil and paper sketching out things, and he would have his
That's
pencil
how
and paper.
RJ is. He gonna copy of everything.
They just want to,
they look up to you.
Exactly.
And that's one of the reasons why I do what I do, because to see my kids smiling and proud, say, "Mommy, I'm proud of you." My daughter, she was on set with me when I did my photo shoot. She just had a different respect for me. She was like, "I didn't know that this is what it took." I had her taking behind the scene photos of me, so I could post that and use that material. And she just was like, "Mama, I'm proud of you." And I almost cried, but I didn't want to mess up my makeup.
But that brings y'all together. It really solidify your bond with your children.
Yes.
Not only do we have a personal relationship, but we low-key got a business relationship now. So involve your children, even though it's hard. And you're like, oh my gosh, it's been times Ajani, I actually got a stain on my carpet right now because Ajani was playing with some glue, and I got frustrated, but I was like, at least he get to see mommy in her office. Like, this is mommy's business.
Right. At least he's taking an interest into what you got going on, and he's not just completely consumed with electronics, because I see kids these days, they are head down, head first into just video games, electronics, and don't even know what's going on around them. So yes, bring your kids into what you have going on and just ease them into it. Of course, don't just out the rip take them to the most important meeting of your business,
hell no.
But just ease them into it. You having meetings, or you going to go have lunch with a couple of people, just ease them into it. You know? And so it's like the granny used to say, if you don't ever bring that baby to church, how he gonna know how to act in church?
Exactly.
That's how you get pinched.
Yes.
My granny was pinching if you were acting up in church. So
my granny was fist punching. And that lady got heavy hands, baby. So tell everybody how they can follow you and also shop at your online boutique.
Yes, please, queens. Y'all check me out. I am able to be found on Instagram at CC Boutique TX. That's CC Boutique Texas. And you can also find my business page, Couture Connoisseur Boutique, on Facebook. And my website is myccstyle.com. That's myccstyle.com. Please go check it out. Sign up, subscribe. You can get 20% off your first order. If there's anything online that you guys are interested in, you want to know how it fits, the sizing, any questions or concerns, DM me and I will hit you right back. So,
that's so dope. So she's also about to create a YouTube video for the Dear Entrepreneurs segment we have for the Bree Productions YouTube channel. So you guys make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can also get a dose of who she is, and her brand is Shop Black On, period.
Okay, that's
period.
2020 and beyond.
Yes.
Not just 2020, just period.
Just period.
Yes,
so
period.
This is your opportunity to, support 2 Black-owned platforms.
Yes.
All right. So thank you guys so much for listening. Until next time, peace.
Bye.